Mic check. What's kicking, family? Mr. Batch here. You're there, and you've clicked in so I can check in with you. Let's cut to the chase. Right about now, this is about sports and sports stadiums and the sports money. As you already know, NASCAR's taking a hit. They took a week off. Before week 4, was it between week 3 and week 6? I think there was a time off just recently. I think it's week 4. You know, I've been following NASCAR, but I haven't been up on it because this is baseball, fantasy baseball is coming up, and I want to get into that. Speaking of baseball, we have 2 new stadiums here in New York. We have the Yankees and the Mets. They're not all sold out. There's been a big controversy about the price of the tickets. As we already know, you know, the corporations used to buy all those tickets, but not anymore, due to the fact that, you know, President Obama and the rest of the federal crew is going to be like, yo, why are you spending this money like that when we're bailing you out to help make the country solvent after you guys went buck wild and had the subprime lending? Come on, I'm not going to get into that because I'm not an economics major, and I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is, what is it like for you in your town? Do you have a new stadium going up, a new arena or something like that? Or are they getting ready to bump up the prices in line with everybody else? Here in New York, they're unable to sell out the entire stadium for a lot of games. Opening day has tickets. And from what I've been gathering and seeing in the newspaper and reading on Sports Talk Radio, that hasn't happened in quite some time, due to the fact that opening day was always sold out. But now that these ticket prices have gone up to $200, $300, $150 for one seat versus the $50, $75, $125, $175 per seat, now it's double and triple that price. And the companies and corporations that were able to do that will not come down into the seat. You know why? Because it's gotten to a threshold now when you go out as a business and you take out these politicians and whatnot, you know, trying to do business, there is a $400 threshold. Now that the tickets are like $250, $350, $400, the really good seats, it doesn't behoove you because all of a sudden you're in an ethics violation. Wow, this money thing has really gotten out of hand, hasn't it? Now, as far as the old Yankee Stadium, I just heard that they're going to dismantle Yankee Stadium and sell it piece by piece. Damn! They're going to make a killing off that. They are going to make a killing off of dismant. I guess they're going to do it a nice, fashionable way so that each piece can be marked. But that, along with the new stadium, how's it affecting you in your sports town? How are you using your sports entertainment dollar? You spending more time sitting at home watching cable, satellite, or the internet for your sports? And will you be able to at least to go to a handful of sports games this year, especially baseball, because they play 162, 182, I forgot the number. I have to look that up because I'm getting ready to do my fantasy team. Will you be able to go to a handful of games this year? And, you know, what do you think about these skyrocketing prices? Especially here in this town in New York, it's pretty ridiculous. But there are some people that I've heard on these sports talk radios talking about, yes, they will make the investment, and they will take their youngster so that they can be at the first game and frame that ticket. That's one of the best things that's going to come out of it. At least, you know, for the new games coming up, you don't have to break the bank because they've lowered the price, and they figured they'd give you a deal in the package. I don't know all the semantics behind all the deals on that. That's I'm not here. I'm just, you know, looking at the whole thing about your sports entertainment dollar and how big of a bang you're getting for your buck. And is it worth going to the new stadium? Me, I think so. This year I'm going to try and make a couple of visits to the 2 new stadiums if I can, anywhere I can. And that's it. You know, I got a couple of friends who used to be able to say, hey, I got a couple of tickets. I haven't even called them to ask them if they still got the same deal, you know, the way this economy is. So, on that note, this is Mr. Batch. You know, hit me back with a response. What's going on in your sports town with your sports dollar? Are you going to go to the stadium? Will you be able to go to the stadium? And how much time are you going to spend on the internet, satellite, and cable watching your sports? This is Mr. Batch. Peace.